Jed, I think we were at Blur. I don't really remember where we were.
Yes, this is where it happened at. Blur in downtown Dunedin.
All right, beautiful. So it was myself and my girlfriend and Jed and Katie Summers and her fiance Sean, and we're at this place. And before we got into Blur, there was a line, and this woman, who I thought was pretty damn hot, walked up to Katie. Katie was wearing a mask. She walks up to Katie and she's like, "Here's a rose." And I looked at Sean. I don't think Sean's ever looked that excited. I think that we all were like, whoa, what's about to happen here? Hey. And then she walks away. So the rose is now in Katie's possession.
Mm-hmm.
She then gives the rose to Jed and is like, you should give this to a girl tonight.
Yeah,
right?
I like this.
So we finally get in the bar. While Jed, Sean, and myself are waiting to get a drink, that woman walks by. And once again, she was hot.
Mm-hmm.
So Sean and I immediately go into, dude, if we were single, we would do this. And, you know, because guys like that do that and we're idiots. And we were like, you just got to walk up. Go walk up. Just walk up and give it to her.
Can I pause you for a second?
Sure.
Were you guys already been drinking then?
I was in a blur.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in a blur. And we kept telling him, because my thinking behind this was, if you walk up to her and you give that rose to her, she's going to go, that's fate, because I did not give him that rose. I gave that to someone else. And then all of a sudden, he walks up to me. It's the same flower that I had. It made it back to me. He's got to be like the one. Okay?
Okay.
That's my thinking.
Yeah.
That's Sean's thinking too. So we're like, do it. Just do it. Just how 15 minutes we were telling you to do it?
Oh, and I was so reluctant, Ashley, to say, like, I just like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, I don't get the good vibes
Did
from
you
her.
have the rose in possession though, Jed?
Yeah,
he had it. Yes, he had it.
Okay.
He had it on him. So one more time. The woman gives it to Katie.
Mm-hmm.
Katie then gave it to Jed and is like, give this to someone. And then that woman walked in. She's hot.
Yeah.
I said, give it to the hot chick. Give it to the girl who gave it to Katie. Because she's going to wonder, like, she's going to be like, oh my God,
How
this
did it
is
make
fake.
it back to me?
Exactly. See, thank you. You get it, Ashley. Jed, what ended up happening?
She just looked in disgust and she's like, no, you can have it back. I tried to give it to her and be like, hey, it's so nice to meet you. What's your name? And she's like, oh, no, I gave it to her. She can, she can have it. I'm like, well, I'm here to give it back to you. You deserve one. And then she gave it back to me and like, no, it's all good. I'm good. I don't want it. And that was code word for she was not interested at all after Joe and Sean the whole entire time were like, oh, bro, she's IFing you. She wants you. She's thirsty. She's licking her lips.
Oh, yeah,
and she was not licking her lips or doing anything like that.
I might have made up the licking the lips
I
thing.
could read that.
Yeah.
But I followed these guys' advice because I'm thinking in the back of my head, okay, maybe they're right. Maybe she's into me, and she's looking good. Like she's wearing a gypsy outfit.
Oh,
almost,
you could have went home with a gypsy.
Yeah,
Okay.
and did not go home with the gypsy because of Joe and Sean.
Way to make it awkward for him because she's probably walking around the bar the whole time and Judge just like, who ended up with the rose after that?
She
took it back?
like basically threw it out after that. She took it back.
Joe,
She took
what
it
kind
back.
of advice did you
So
give
there's
this
like
man?
there's like a food truck at the back of Blur where she was waiting on her food. And while she grabbed her food, she had the rose in her hand. She went up to go get her food. She then proceeded to throw the rose in the trash.
That's a symbol of which our relationship
I
is
didn't
gonna
see
be
her
like.
do that because what Sean and I did was we walked up and found Katie and Alyssa, and then we started talking to them, and Alyssa said, what is Jed doing? Is he okay? And then Katie goes, oh, that's not working. And then Sean turns and goes, oh, no, we got to go. And then I turn and look, and I'm like, yep, let's leave. And then we walked out of the bar, and we just had Jed find us.
Why would y'all do that?
Because I felt terrible. So I had to go.
Just had to vanish.
It was the dating ding
throw my
dong
man
ditch.
a oop, and then you had to run away. Wow, you couldn't even have my man back go up to him and be like, hey, man, it's a great looking Jed. If I was there, I would have gassed you up. It's like, you don't want to miss out on this guy. Do you see those arms? You see those legs? This is the manliest man in this bar. And I think he gave her the rose wrong. What's the one guys that put the roses like this and they give it to you? Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, you think you should have been like
Chippendale?
like
Who's
a
What are they?
conquistador.
Yeah, you had to dance it to her. Would you just hand it to her like this, give it to her in her face? You should
Yeah,
have put
well,
it
I'm
in
not
her.
gonna dance for her.
Put it-
I don't know her like
Yeah,
that.
put it in your mouth.
Yeah, I should have put it in your mouth. She would have loved that.
Yeah, put it in your mouth, Jed. She would have loved it. Just put that thing in your mouth.
I think she was into girls though.
Huh.
If I had to guess, just the vibe that
Like
I
I
got.
said, put
well,
that
she
thing in
did
your
give
mouth.
Katie the rose.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome.
I'm not shocked that this didn't work though, just because the whole rose thing and how it would have been. If I were her, I'm like, why are you giving me this rose back that I gave to somebody else? That's creepy. Because did you take it from another girl? Because she probably was only giving it to other women. So she's just thinking, was this girl who gave it to Jed interested in him and he didn't like her? So now he's giving it to me.
Hey, Tammy, what do you think?
I think she was interested in Katie.
But you don't
She
think that
gave-
Jed has the ability to turn a woman?
Seriously. Came in there gay. I promise she's gonna leave gay too.
Actually, women have come to me straight and then they leave gay. Imagine that. Imagine that. Maybe it is though. Ashley brings up a good point. Maybe the line wasn't good because I was thinking more of like you walk up to her and you're like, "Hey, did you drop this?"
Oh my God! Do you want me to get like
No.
called the
Okay,
they
that's
called
bad.
the police department on me?
No,
Oh, okay, all right. What if you
no.
said,
She was trying to tell Katie she was interested in her, and then Katie passed it off to somebody else, and then
Well,
when
no,
somebody
didn't you
else
say
tried to
Katie
give
had
it
a
back
mask
to
on?
her,
Did Katie have a mask on?
I think at that time Katie did have her mask on.
Oh,
Like
okay.
she had it like riding on the top of her head, so you could see her face still.
No.
So
She
when
didn't. She didn't have her
somebody
mask.
else-
She didn't have her mask on, or she had her mask on
to the person that
completely.
she was interested in.
Because the girl
Now she's
said when
upset.
Katie started to take off her mask, she said, "Keep your mask on."
Oh,
she was like,
she just says.
she shouldn't have been in Dunedin. She
Okay.
should have been in Soho. That was the vibe that I got from her.
And it makes sense as to why she doesn't.
She
like Jed.
reminded me a lot of my bad decisions, if that makes sense. That makes sense? But I was looking for Jed to make a bad decision because sometimes those bad decisions are a lot of fun.
Yeah,
sure
do it for
buddy.
the plot.
They are, but I could just tell by looking at this girl's body language.
Oh, she was
No-
intimidating.
No,
Really?
no eye contact whenever
So
you would
hot.
look over at
Okay,
her.
yeah.
I love
Like
that.
you can tell, there's physical signs that you can kind of pick up on if somebody wants you to
Yeah.
come over.
So you ain't
She-
leave.
she
You
didn't-
ain't leave with nothing Saturday night.
No, I don't need to.
You don't need to, but
No.
I mean, doesn't mean you not.
I would have
feel it.
wanted you, though.
I know, and then I would have had told.
Did you talk to any other girls?
No.
No, I don't.
No, this was the only try.
Because after that, it's like, how are you supposed to get back on the horse
Yeah.
after you fall off so quickly?
Yeah.
You just talk to them the whole night, and you just make them feel bad. Wow, Joe, you're
She
leaving
wa-
here with some.
This
I'm
was
not.
the girl. She looked like she was going to just give Jed the most incredible night ever, but then never talk to him again.
Sometimes you need those nights.
Yeah. I mean, like, totally worth it. Right, Jed?
Do you
You
even know
sound
her
like you have
name?
experience with this.
Yeah.
Like a ridiculous amount. Absolutely. 1,000%.
He does.
Why would I have shame in that?